Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be a hair tutorial and I'm going to show you guys how I install and style my clip-in hair extensions. So if you're interested in a video like that and you want to know how I do my hair, sorry I'm kind of like awkwardly moving around, I'm just trying to show you my hair. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I install and style my clip-in hair extensions, then please keep watching. Okay, so I realized like in the middle of filming this that I didn't mention the color or maybe even the brand of extension that I'm using. So before I get started with this video, I just want to say that I'm using the Bellami Tang balayage extensions. This is Tang's collection with Bellami, and these are clip-in hair extensions. I have the 22-inch hair extensions, and they are 220 grams of hair, and I'm using the color 8/60, which is also the name for that is ash brown / ash blonde. So these are balayage, so that means there's going to be two different colors going through this extension. So the number for the color is 8/60, or it's called ash brown / ash blonde. So there you go. Those are the type of extensions that I'm using, and I've been using these forever. And I really like them, and this is what they look like. They match my hair like so well. Sorry, I have like things in my hands, so I'm like struggling. Okay, so that's what the color looks like. And even though I do have the 22-inch, I have gotten mine cut and blended, so they're not 22 inches anymore. I don't even know how long they are now, but just wanted to mention that. But anyways, let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying that I have no extensions in my hair right now. This is just my natural mop. I have a lot of hair. My hair is pretty thick, believe it or not. Like, here's the ponytail. She's thick. Like, I have thick hair, okay? I definitely don't have thin hair. Like, the individual strands of hair, I would say, are like average or thin, but I have a lot of them. So there's a lot of hair on my head. I don't really have like coarse hair. I have a lot of fine hair. I don't know. Maybe it's a little coarse because I bleach it, but anyways, I don't have extensions in right now, okay? This is my natural hair. It's actually pretty long. Like, look how long my hair is, right? It goes like to the center of my back. It's pretty thick too. So my hair is naturally pretty healthy, surprisingly, considering that I bleach it. But I've really learned and really tried to be careful with my hair because I've had platinum bleach blonde hair in the past and I didn't take very good care of it. So it was very damaged, very broken, very brittle and fragile, and like I've since learned how to really care for my hair. So thankfully I've been able to manage to keep my hair pretty healthy. It's not very damaged anymore, and that means that it grows long and thick and it doesn't break off and it's not all fried. So yeah, my hair is pretty thick right now, pretty long. I would even go as far as saying that I don't really need extensions, but I like to wear them for a little bit of length, because even though it is long and full, I still want it to be longer and even a little bit fuller, because I wouldn't say my hair is receding, but like ever since having a baby, and if you don't know, a lot of women will have hair loss after giving birth, and I just feel like I never really recovered from that. Like this area especially, like it's so thin right here, and that happened after giving birth. So even though my hair is pretty thick, pretty full, pretty healthy, pretty long, I still like to wear extensions sometimes, and the reason I wear them is just for a little bit of length. Really, I don't really wear them for volume necessarily, but I like to just add a few inches. Now, the extensions I have are, let me read the little pouch that they came in because it should tell me the inches. Let's see. Oh, I threw away the little thing. Anyways, I think they're the longest set, which I think is 22 inches, which is really long. And I actually get them trimmed and cut because I feel like if you don't do that, they usually don't blend as well. So my mom is a hairdresser and I just go to her and I'll put my extensions in and then she'll shape them, trim them, blend them for me with my natural hair. And I don't like to have like ridiculously long hair because I just don't like the way it looks. I feel like it looks phony. I want my hair to look real and I don't want it to look like I'm wearing extensions. I want the extensions to look as natural as possible. So with that being said, even though I get the 22-inch long extensions, I usually trim them. So they're probably actually end up being about like 18 inches, I would say. So really it only gives me about this much more length. But for me, that's enough because, you know, considering my hair is already pretty long. So that's just a little background on my hair. I'll stop blabbing and I'll get into this hair tutorial. Okay, so first things first, my hair is clean. I only wear extensions when my hair is clean. I washed my hair last night and I don't wash my hair every day, but I won't wear extensions on like, you know, I usually wash my hair like every 3 to 4 days. So if we're on the 3rd or 4th day of not washing my hair, I won't wear extensions because just greasy hair with extensions doesn't look good. And I also don't want my extensions to get greasy or dirty from my natural hair. So I don't like to wear extensions on those days, but when my hair is fresh and when my hair is clean, I will wear extensions. So my hair is fresh, my hair is clean, my hair is blow dried. I just round brushed it straight though. I mean, there's a little bit of like shape in my bangs, but other than that, it's just pretty flat and straight. I did not flat iron it though. I didn't. It's just blow dried. So now you know my hair is clean. So let's start with installing them. So I like to separate my hair and I like to install the first weft as low as I can. So I could go a little bit lower, but I don't like to go too low. So I'm gonna make the first section like right there. And then I'm just gonna clip up the rest of this hair to get it up and out of the way. I'm just gonna twist it up into a bun and then take this just hair clip. I have to use a giant one because my hair is pretty thick, so just stick that up there. And then I have this little section of hair down here. And what I like to do is I like to take a, ew, there's like dog hair in it because my daughter brushed the dog with this hair, but I don't care because I love my dog. So I like to take a teasing comb like this one. This one has like all the little teasing prongs on it. So I like to take a teasing comb and I will just tease the base or back comb, whatever you want to call it. Not like crazy. I'll just kind of get it a little teased right here. I'm just gonna tease that one little section right. I'm only teasing it at the root, okay? So I'm just teasing the root just a little bit with this comb. And I'm not using hairspray. I'm not using any hair products, okay? I'm just teasing my hair at the base. And the reason I like to tease the base is so the clips have something to like grasp, because I do feel like it's possible, it's very possible for these clips to slip, and I don't want that to happen at all. So I like to tease the base so that the clips have something to grab onto. Okay, and then I have to like, because these are cut, I have to like measure and see which ones are longer. So these are the longer ones, so those are the ones that are gonna go first. Because, I mean, I could put them all in, but if I install them back into my head the order that they were when I got them trimmed, then it all looks good and flowy, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty mindful about which ones go where. Okay, so I'm gonna take this weft here. It has 3 clips, okay? There's bigger ones and there's smaller ones, but I'm gonna take the 3 clip weft, and I brushed it out before I put it in. It does still have some curl from the last time I used it, but that's okay. And I'm gonna clip that into the section that I just teased. So because I teased that hair, these clips are just gonna stick in there really nicely, and they're not gonna move, because these are tricks that I've learned over the years from wearing extensions, because like for modeling, especially when I was working promo, like it's not like a photo shoot, you know what I mean? Like I'm out there in the field working pretty much, you know, and I'm like interacting with people. I'm like freaking Mickey Mouse, and you know, my hair has to last all day. So these are just little tricks that I've picked up along the way on how to get my hair to last all day, because trust me, when you're out there like taking photos with people all day, you don't want your hair to fall out. Like, no, you want that to stay in. So I learned that if I tease the base of my hair, my clips aren't gonna move, like, at all. So that's good. And you don't want to tease too crazy, and you want to be careful because that could be damaging to your hair. And if you tease it like too thick, or if you tease too thick of a section and it's like a big mat, you know what I mean? Like the clips won't be able to snap down. So you want to make sure that you just tease a little section, nothing crazy. And then I curl my hair as I go. So I section my hair, I throw in a weft, or I clip in a weft, and then before I move on to the next section, I'm gonna curl this one, because I just find that this is easiest for me to just curl as I go, instead of like, because I've tried installing all the wefts and then going back and resectioning and recurling, and it's just like, why, when I could just like curl as I go. So this is what works for me, and if you haven't tried this way, maybe give it a shot, because I feel like it's the most convenient way to do it. Because if I install all the wefts first and then go to like resection my hair and I'm clipping up, you know, extensions up here, then it's like heavy and uncomfortable, and I don't know, this is just what works for me. So anyways, I'm gonna curl my hair now, and this is my go-to curling iron. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not very good, okay? It's a Paul Mitchell curling iron, and the reason it's not good is because this like isn't tight enough. So sometimes like I'll have it like wrapped up and curled up, right, twisted up like this, and then the hair will just fall out of it, and this like little clamp like won't hold the hair down. So it's really frustrating, because then I have to like wrap it around the wand or whatever. So that's why I don't like this one, just because I feel like the clamp is like kind of weak. And my mom has the same curling iron at her work, and she says the same thing about it. So I don't think it's just mine, I think it's this like actual brand or whatever. It's just not a very good one. This was not sent to me. I bought this on my own, and I still use it because it still works. It's just kind of frustrating sometimes. It doesn't always do that, but oftentimes it does. So a lot of you, because I've used this curling iron in past videos, and a lot of you have asked me what curling iron is that, and I've just been honest and I said it's the Paul Mitchell one, but it's not very good. And I actually recommend like a Hot Tools one, because I really do like Hot Tools, and that's another one that I've actually used before. Other than that, I don't know, but I feel like Hot Tools are the best. I just haven't repurchased a curling iron because this one, it still gets hot, it still curls my hair, it's just the clamp that's frustrating. So I'm still gonna use it, but honestly and I'm using it because the size, because I like the size. I think it's 1.5 inches, and that's the size that I like, because it gives me the style and the shape and the wave and the curl, whatever, that I prefer. You know, the size of the barrel matters, because if you get a smaller curling iron, like a 1 inch or even smaller than that, it's gonna give you a tighter curl, and I don't want a tight like Shirley Temple curl. I don't want that. I want like a sexy bombshell beach wave, you know what I mean? I don't want a freaking ringlet like little bo peep. Like, I want sexy beach waves. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that like if you want a more wavy, or if you want my look, like the way I curl my hair, then you need to go with 1.5 inch curling iron. Okay, but don't get this one, because this one is honestly not very good. I'm just using it because it's what I have at home, so that's why I'm using it. But anyways, and I prefer the clamp over the wand. I do feel like it gives you a different look, and I like the look that the clamp curling irons give. I don't really like the wand. I don't mind it, but I prefer this look more. Okay, so I curl away. As you can see, I'm twisting the curling iron. It's curling away from my face, and I curl it like this, and I always leave out about, hard to see now, but I leave out about 1 inch of hair. I don't curl the ends of my hair because it gives a different look. So if the ends of your hair are curled, it gives more of like a curled look, and if you leave the ends of the hair straight, I feel like it gives you more of like a wave look, if that makes any sense at all. But I do think that it makes a difference if you curl the ends of the hair versus leaving it straight. And then I just I just hold it for a couple seconds. You don't want to keep it there all day, because you don't want to damage your hair, you don't want to burn your hair. And again, I am not using hairspray, because I prefer not to use hairspray. I feel like hairspray weighs my hair down, and I actually feel like it does the opposite of what it's supposed to do. I don't feel like it helps helps hold a curl. I feel like it just weighs my hair down. I feel like my hair is dry enough because of bleaching that I don't really need hairspray. You know what I mean? So I personally already know that I don't need hairspray, but if you know that you need hairspray, then go ahead and use it. But I know that it's not gonna work for me, so I'm not using hairspray. Also, I don't like to use hairspray on my extensions because I don't want to get my extensions dirty. You know, I don't wash my extensions all the time because I don't use them all the time. I also don't use product in them, and I don't feel like they're that dirty because I just take really good care of them. So that's another thing to mention. And yeah, just continuing to curl these sections and leaving the ends of the hair out, curling away from my face, and being mindful on how much time I'm spending curling each section so that I prevent any damage or, you know, my hair getting fried off. And then I'm not brushing these out, okay? They're still hot. They're still hot, okay? I'm not gonna brush them out. I'm just gonna let them be for now. And then I'm gonna move on. That's what they look like. Can you see that? Sorry, my filming setup is kind of like tight, so it's like a little awkward to move around right here, but I hope you can see that. But anyway, so I'm just gonna leave those alone, and I'm gonna move on to the next section. And I'm gonna section my hair probably about here. I want the wefts to be like as close together as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna section my hair like, okay, let me clip this up and then I'll show you. We're moving on to the second section, and I also like to focus most of the extensions like towards the bottom of my hair. I don't like having clips or wefts or anything up here because I feel like you risk them being visible or them showing through. So I like to focus all of the hair towards the bottom of my head because I feel like, you know, the majority of your natural hair falls on top of them, and then you don't really have to worry about them showing through or anything. And also because I don't wear that many wefts anyway, so it's easy for me to do that. But anyways, so I want to show you how close together. So here's the first weft right here, right? And then it's literally like half an inch above that. So they're really close together. I prefer to keep my wefts pretty close together because that's just what I like to do. Also because, as mentioned before, I don't like to use I'm not using extensions for volume. I'm not using them to make my hair thicker. I'm literally just using them for length. So that's why I focus them so close together. They're a little bit layered, and they were cut layered too when I got them cut. And I like to focus them pretty close together because I'm using them only for length. So I feel like if you have just one weft giving you the length and the rest are giving you the volume, I feel like it looks stringy at the end. So let me try and explain like with a visual if that doesn't make sense. I focus them close together so that they're more dense at the ends. So this is, I'll just try and show you a visual with these two. I have two wefts right here. Okay, that's all I have. And look at this one at the ends. This is just one weft. So let's say I just have these at the ends of my hair. Like look how wispy and like stringy that looks. Like that's gonna look crappy. Like I want my hair to look full at the ends. So let's say like instead of these two extensions being like placed really far apart on the head, like see how that looks bad and like choppy and like, you know what I mean? See, like they just like, it looks like stringy and like wispy at the ends. Like I don't want that look. I want my hair to look full and healthy, and that's with them being placed like if they were placed this far apart on my head. But let's say I place them like this far apart on the head, like let me brush them, hold on, like they're just gonna look fuller and less wispy, if that makes sense. Hold on, let me put them, they're like kind of staggered, so let's move them over. So let's say they're pretty close together on the head, then the bottoms are gonna look fuller and not as wispy. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. See? Fuller on the ends versus having like little thin wispy pieces. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So that's why I like to place my extensions pretty close together. I'm sorry this is a lot of talking. I just want to make sure that I'm really thorough so that you guys understand, because I feel like some people, you know, some people don't know, and some people need to know this information, and I didn't know. You know, I spent many years with crappy looking extensions because I didn't know how to install them, and I've learned all this on my own throughout the years, just like by trial and error. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with another 3 clip weft, and these do have can you see this like little white colored thing? It's actually clear, but it looks kind of like lighter. This is actually like a plastic little thing, so that does give a little bit more grip for the clips to stay in your hair, but I still feel like it's necessary to tease the base. It just gives you more security, I feel. So I'm just gonna clip these in. I feel like those are a little wonky. Let me look. I can't see the back of my head. Oh no, those look good. Okay, so that's good. Those feel nice. And then I'm just gonna go in and do the same thing, and I'm gonna curl. So as you can see, like, you could tell which section is not curled. So this is the section that I just, this is the section that I just curled, and this is the section that needs, why is this so hard? Okay, so this is the section that I just curled, so I'm gonna avoid this section, and I'm gonna get the hairs that are not curled, because you can obviously tell the difference. So I'm gonna grab the section that's not curled, and I'm gonna go in and start curling that section. You don't wanna re-curl a section that you already curled if you don't need to, because you just want to avoid the damage, you know what I mean? So be mindful of that too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and curl this. I don't think I really need to like show you again because it's pretty much the same thing. So I'm gonna finish curling this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished curling that second section. Okay, so as you can see, the extensions are obviously like not the same color as the base of the extension is not the same color as my natural base, but it still doesn't matter because honestly, like at the ends, they end up matching my natural hair perfectly. And I'll show you obviously everything when it's all said and done, but if you were wondering like, wow, Hannah, your extensions aren't matching your color, they actually match really good like when everything's like said and done. And I'm very thankful because it's really hard, I feel, to find a blonde that matches me when I don't have like a solid blonde color. You know, I have like different shades of blonde going through my hair, so I'm very thankful that I found an extension that like actually looks good and natural and matches. And I know I just realized that I forgot to mention what shade I'm wearing, even the freaking name of these extensions in the beginning. So I'm actually wearing the Guy Tang Balayage, and I'm in the shade 8/60, which I've been wearing these for years. Literally, I've been wearing the same color extension for years, and they've always matched my hair. And my hair is actually lighter than it was when I first started wearing these. And my point in saying that I've been wearing these for years is that when I first got them, they didn't have a name. They just had a number, and it was 8/60. And I think on the website, it still shows the number, but they also have a name now, but I honestly don't know what the name is. So just letting you know. I think it's like ash blonde and something. I don't know. Okay, so I have 2 wefts in my hair now, and I still have all this hair on top. I'm gonna put my hair down all the way just to see. So I'm gonna do one more weft. Normally I would only wear 2, but lately my hair's gotten longer and fuller, and so I think I need 3 wefts now. I don't wear the whole pack in my head because I feel like it's too heavy, it's just too much, and I don't like to wear like a bunch of hair, a bunch of clip-ins, because I feel like too many wefts can sometimes look super fake. That's just my opinion though, and that's just my preference. Some people need all the wefts, but you don't always need to use all the wefts. So also keep that in mind. Like, don't feel like you have to wear every single weft that comes in the pack because it came in the pack that you bought. Like, you can only wear a couple if you only, you know, if just a couple look good, like just wear a couple. I also don't like the way it feels to wear like all the wefts in my head because I feel like it's uncomfortable and heavy, and I actually end up getting a headache sometimes from clip-ins. Just if I wear them like all day, I feel like my head hurts. It's another reason why I don't wear extensions every day. Like, one, because they're like a lot of work, you know? It's like a lot of work to put them in and to style them and stuff, and I'm not that girl. Some girls are, and I wish I could be that way because, you know, if you're that girl that like takes the time to do like your extensions and everything every day and you just look glam like every day, like it's amazing because you just look good all the time. But I don't have it in me. So when I wear extensions, it's kind of like for like special occasions or like just when I'm feeling extra. It's not like an everyday thing for me. Also because it's, like I said, uncomfortable in my opinion. But you know, probably if I wore them every day, I'd be more used to it, but I don't. So I find it uncomfortable. But I am gonna wear 3 wefts today. Normally I only wear 2, but now that my hair is thicker, I think I need 3. So the third weft, the third and final weft, I'm only gonna wear 3. I only ever wear like a max of 3 wefts. The third one that I'm gonna put in is actually a bigger weft. It's a 4 clip weft, and I need this. I know I need this because the section that it's going in, like there's more, like, you know, my hairline doesn't come out here like it does up here. You know, down here my hairline is more in. So, you know, I'm only need to cover like this much space, but now I'm covering like this much of my head like around. So I need a bigger weft. So it looks more natural and it blends better. So I am going to use the 4 clip weft. And I already teased the base, so I don't need to worry about that. And these are also pretty close to the previous weft to maintain that full look with the hair. And at the same time, give me length. I put this in so crooked. It's like, I need to redo it. And it's okay. It's all just like trial and error. I love clip-in extensions though because, you know, you could reuse them. Like I said, my mom's a hairdresser, so I've literally tried like every type of extension that there is. And I just feel like these are the easiest to install, the easiest to maintain, because I've had like the more permanent kinds like the keratin bonds or like tape-in extensions, and I feel like those are even more work because you have to be really careful with them, like because you don't want to like damage the like tape, or you don't want to because if you, let's say you're styling your hair with the tape-in extensions and you get the curling iron too close to the tape, it'll melt the tape. So, or even like same with just a blow dryer. So then it's like if you melt the tape-in extension and the tape's like melted and it's on your hair, it'll like slide and it could just come out. So that's why I didn't like the tape-in extensions. Also, I feel like the root of my hair got like so nasty. It's just gross. I don't know. I don't like permanent type of extensions. Okay, and as you can see, I've gotten them pretty close to the base, you know? I get them as close to my root as I can. I feel like they're the most comfortable there, and then obviously it's gonna look the best when you install it that way. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in and start curling this section. I also curl in sections like this because I have a lot of hair. And then now I just even have more hair. When I add all these 3 wefts in, it just gives me like so much hair. So curling as I go and curling in sections is just the easiest way. So I'm gonna curl all these and then I'll be back. And I still have all this hair up here, guys, so I'll show you what I do with that in a moment. Okay, so I just got done curling the 3rd weft, and before I put all this hair down, I'm going to show you guys what the extensions look like so far. Can you see that? Okay, so this is what they look like so far, just on their own. Pretty nice. Oh, when I was curling this weft, I was you know, I would take a section. So I take a section. This is the extension mixed with my natural hair, and I was brushing it out before I curled it, and it just reminded me that you want to hold at the base and then brush out, because if you don't hold the base and you just rip through your hair or brush through your hair and you're not careful, you could pull the weft out. You know, the clip will slide if you're being too aggressive when you're brushing. So just keep that in mind, that when you do brush, you want to hold at the base, secure it, and then brush out the end so that you don't pull out the clips, because that's frustrating when that happens. So you want to be careful. Okay, now I'm going to put all the rest of my hair. Look how much hair I still have. It's half my head. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I don't place extensions any higher than this. This is as high as they go, and no extensions go up here. I don't need to put extensions up here, so that's why I don't do it. If you feel like you need to put clips higher up, do you. You know, this is just what I do, okay? To get the look that I have, this is what I do. I don't put extensions any higher than halfway up my head, okay? So now I'm going to put all the rest of my hair down, and I'm going to curl this hair now, and my hair is way thicker. It's been a while since I wore extensions, okay? So my hair is way thicker than it was, so I'm going to actually section this one more time and curl my hair in sections the rest of it because it's thick, she's thick. So I'm going to go ahead and curl this. I guess I'll just curl it off camera because, yeah. So this is all my natural hair now that I'm curling, and I'm curling all the natural hair in the same direction that I curled the extensions. I'm still leaving the ends out because I want that same look all the way around. So yeah, I'm just gonna really quickly curl all this and then I'll be back. Oh my god, one more section! One more section! You guys, I have so much hair. This is why I don't like to wear extensions all the time. Love the way they look, but I just feel like they're a lot of work. So, the final section, I'm gonna make sure that I part my hair where I want it to be parted. That should be fine. And then I'm just gonna curl the final section, finally, so we can get on with this, with our lives. I need my roots done so bad. So just gonna do the same thing for the final section. Yeah, just curling my life away, you guys. I have some girlfriends that sleep with their clip-ins in, which I think is a great idea because I'm assuming you wake up and like just have to touch up your hair a little bit, and you know, you don't have to like reinstall all your extensions, but I'm just such a baby and I like live for comfort now, and I dress for comfort, and like I just want to be comfortable in all aspects of my life, and I feel like sleeping with clip-ins in would be super uncomfortable, but maybe I should try it because I honestly have never tried it, so maybe I'll give it a try. But yeah, I do have friends that sleep with these in. I personally don't. These are just like a one-day use for me, you know, like I'll put them in for whatever event or day that I want to wear these, and then when that day or event treatment is over, then I take them out. I don't sleep with them in, but it does kind of seem like a good idea. An uncomfortable good idea. And Bellami has, I think, really good extensions. They are a little bit pricey, and these were honestly sent to me. They gifted these to me, so I did not pay for these, just letting you know, being honest with you. But I do honestly feel like they're worth it. I've been wearing Bellami extensions, like I said, for years now, and I've been wearing this specific set, the Gai Tang balayage set, for years, the same exact color. I highly recommend them. I think they're totally worth it if you're looking for a good clip-in brand. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was. It should be, but it's not. I'm just saying that because I'm being honest with you, and I truly like Bellami extensions, and they were very kind to send me some for free. I do have a coupon code though. I believe it's Hannah. I think it's just Hannah. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. You don't have to use it. It is an affiliate code. I will get a percentage of the sale, and you will also get money off of your sale, so you'll get a little discount. We'll help each other out, you know. But you don't have to use my code if you don't want to. If you're not into that type of thing, don't use it. I'm just letting you know that it's there if you want to. But either way, whether you use my code or not, I truly feel like Bellami extensions are a good brand, just because the hair is thick. It's good quality. It feels real. It feels better than my natural hair, to be honest. Softer. They have such a huge selection. That's another thing I like, is that their selection of hair is so big. They have other types. I guess I have the Gai Tang collection through them. They have so many different collections of hair. And I personally actually like the ones that have the thinner, like Invisiband or whatever, but I don't think that type of band or weft comes with the Gai Tang collection. So these ones are fine. They work fine for me, but I do like the thinner, like Invisiband or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called exactly, but there's a different kind of weft. It's still a clip-in, but it's just not as thick as these ones. But I just think Bellami is great because they have a huge selection of hair. They have so many different colors, different thicknesses, and all of their hair is great quality. It's super thick. I feel like they last a really long time. And yeah, I just really like the brand for hair extensions. So just putting that out there. Okay, so I just finished curling all my hair finally. As you can see, it's still in these like tight, like barrel roll type curls. Don't leave it like that. I mean, you can, but this is just like, I don't want to look like Little Bo Peep. You know what I mean? Brush out your curls. If you're looking for a wavy look, brush them out, friends. Like, please learn this. Learn this. Brush them out. You're not a 5-year-old. Okay. So once I curl all my hair, the next step, and I still haven't used any products, you guys, mentioning that again, I brush out my hair. This is how I get the wavy look, okay? This is how I get wavy look. Brush out the curl gently, or just finger through it with your fingers. But you cannot leave it in those tight, ugly Shirley Temple barrel rolls, okay? Because this is like Little Bo Peep, you know? Brush it out if you want sexy beach waves. If you don't already brush out your hair and you're wondering why you don't have sexy beach waves, it's because you don't brush out your curls and you're just leaving them as like tight little ringlets, and that's why you look like Little Bo Peep and not a sexy beach goddess. I'm kidding, but not. But also when I'm brushing out the extension, so the wefts are like right here, right? Under the hair. All the wefts are, you can't even see them when I split my hair open, like maybe a little bit. But so anyways, my point is that I put my hand here and I press the wefts onto my head and I hold them down so that when I brush the hair out, like so, when I'm brushing out all the curls, the reason I'm holding my hand on my head is to hold those wefts in place, because I don't want to just brush through my hair and pull out all the hard work I just did. You know what I mean? Because if you're brushing too hard, or you accidentally brush over your weft or whatever, you could totally pull it out, and then that's frustrating. So that's why I'm holding my head as I'm brushing, just to keep those clips safe and secure. And this is what my hair looks like after I curl it and brush the curls out, and the curls will even fall a little bit more. Look how good that looks. Okay, so like I said, the extensions at the base didn't really match my natural base, but like I said, after everything's said and done, everything looks super blended, right? It looks like it's all my real hair. Doesn't that look great? I wish I had more room, but I don't, because my, I could zoom out a little bit, but my backdrop, maybe I'll just do it anyways. I'm just gonna zoom out anyways. I'm sorry you're gonna see the sides of my room because my backdrop is really only this big, but just to show you my hair from a distance, because I can't back up that much. Look at it. Doesn't it look super natural, and like the color matches pretty well? And yeah, I actually like to use a different brush when I'm brushing out my extensions. This is like a regular, it's dirty, I'm sorry. This is like a regular bristle brush, but I like to use the Boar's bristle brush because I feel like it just gives a different type of look, but I honestly have no idea where those brushes went because I'll like take them with me on like photo shoots and stuff, and I probably leave them there, I don't know. But yeah, that's what my hair looks like. When everything's said and done. I'm sorry it's so awkward to like have to stand up and turn around and try and show you the back of my hair, but I hope you get the gist of it, you guys. I even sacrificed showing you the crappy, this looks crappy, you know, but when we're zoomed back in, that's better. So I even sacrificed showing you that just so you can see how good my hair looks. And that is it. I hope you guys get the gist of it. I hope this was a good tutorial. Oh, and these curls, like I was gonna say earlier, there's so much I want to say, you guys. These curls will eventually fall a little bit more in the front, so they won't be as like tight, and I personally like when it's like a really loose soft wave. I don't like tight ringlets at all, and I don't like when it's this wavy in the front, but it will fall. It doesn't look super bad, but yeah, that is it. That is how I style my hair extensions. I hope that by the time I edit this video isn't just a big rambling video. I hope it was actually educational and informative. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and thanks for sticking through. If you have any questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comment section below, or just come say what's up, because I love to talk to you guys and I really try to answer every single comment that I get. And thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I had fun making it, and now my hair looks good, so I'm ready for the day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, you guys. Bye!